Good evening. Happy Monday. Yeah, this is just my regular warm up routine. I always start with the first thing I did was an exercise called the Six Notes, which is from the most basic. It's the first thing in the Carmen Caruso musical calisthenics for brass method, and I use that because my first individual teacher, was a student of Carmen Caruso, and so just kind of in tribute to him, I haven't seen him in 45 years, but I play the Six Notes to start my practice routine every day. And the next thing I did was a little warm-up exercise by Phil Wilson, who, as you probably know, is one of my musical idols. Let me show you. Many years ago, I did a concert. And that's Phil Wilson up there. He was one of the trombone faculty at Berklee College of Music for many years, and I used to go to a lot of Phil's gigs in the Boston area when I was high school and college, sort of my formative years as a jazz player. So having a chance to play with Phil was a thrill. It was a lot of fun. Anyway, I'm just going to continue with my usual practice routine. Next thing I'm going to do is a couple of Emery Remington exercises. Let me start that again. I'm going to play a little tune by Albert Mangelsdorff. That's a slightly abridged reading of a piece called Morbidia by Albert Mangelsdorff. I think I played it last night, and I didn't do so well, so I thought I'd try it again. That was a little better. I was fortunate enough to meet Albert Mangelsdorff and attend a master class that he gave in Nashville in I think it was 1988 at the International Trombone Workshop. Albert was very helpful, and he gave us a lot of insight into how he played jazz and how he played multiphonics on trombone. And if you're interested, that session was recorded, and I got the tape, and I a while back I digitized it and put it on my my jazz podcast. So if you go to, I don't know if you can see the URL, it's facebook.com/jazzcast. And if you search for Mangelsdorf, or just scroll down until you see it, or search for Albert, um, you can find the recording of that class. And if you're a jazz trombone player, it's really interesting. If you're not, it's probably kind of boring, but it gives you some insight into a very avant-garde, modern, and really interesting jazz musician. Unique, I'd have to say. There's nobody else really like Albert Mangelsdorf. So anyway, just to continue with practice, most of what I do every day is kind of boring. It's just technical exercises to keep my sound in shape, some basic chops and tone production and that sort of thing. I don't really play a lot of music. Sometimes my wife gets a little annoyed at some of the stuff I play. She says, "Can't you just play a tune once in a while?" And I can't blame her for that, because it is kind of boring listening to the stuff I play. But I do like to get it out on the stream and just um, see what people think, and just kind of get it out there a little bit. I started doing it during the pandemic, just as a way of kind of getting out of my head and getting out of the house. Just turning on the camera when I start practicing, and I've found it's interesting. Some interesting people drop by from time to time, and we have a chance to discuss things. As I say, I take requests, but I usually don't play them. If I know it, I might play it. Anyway, I'm going to do a little more practice, and then I might try and play some more music. All right, that's about all I have for tonight. But thanks for stopping by, and we'll catch you again tomorrow night, or maybe tomorrow morning. Happy Monday.